Hi, I'm Corey, well-known Subaru. Nah, I'm just kidding. But I love Subarus, and here's a few reasons why. Come on in over here. This right here, let me start from the beginning. This is a Subaru WRX STI. This right here is probably the god of all tuners, and I'll show you why. You have an unlimited amount of possibilities. Everything you see in here can be replaced. I can replace this little guy right here, which is the blow-off valve. We can show you what that does in just a little bit. This right here is a cold air intake. They actually call it a short ram. A cold air would go all the way down under here, get the coldest of the cold. You can even go as far as replacing your horns, which if you look right there, that little red thing and this little red thing, those are called hella horns. They're pretty cool. So usually tuners, there's a couple tuners that have V6s or engines like that in them, but they're usually a good old four-banger. And it's not just four-banger power that gets you going. If you come right in here and you look at this little guy right there, kind of hard to see, that is the turbo. He gonna get you spooling fast. Alright, not only do I love my tuners, such as the Subaru WRX STI, but the good old Ford Mustang GT. This is actually a California special. We could tell you about that a little later. But if you look in here, there's a couple differences. You might notice that the engine block is a heck of a lot bigger. You got a nice beefy 4.6 V8 in this bad boy. It too has a short ram cold air intake. But if you notice, it doesn't have as much as the little toys. It doesn't have an intercooler because it is not turbocharged. All it has is this, sucks in its air, and the rest is up to this guy right here. This is what you call true motor power. This is the interior of a tuner. Let me turn the key here. Now with tuners, you have a lot more to look at. You got your gauges here. Notice how it revs to 7,000 RPM. Your speedometer usually goes up a little bit higher, even though you really don't want to max that out. And then big importance is the temperature and of course the gas. Right here, this little guy is the boost gauge. We'll show you what that does in just a second. With the tuner, you can also get cool little toys like this right here, which shows you everything about your car. Tuners these days are all computers, so you can actually look at your corrections, you can look at your sensors, and of course, your boost pressure. Also with tuners, you have little extras like this right here is the intercooler water spray. Let's say it's about a 95-degree sunny Oregon day, and you're out there just running your car hard. You need a little bit of water spray to cool that intercooler down. Also with tuners is you got your 6-speed manual transmissions. STIs and GTIs are really the only ones I know that come stock with this, but they sure are smooth as butter. If you look at this interior in tuners, they usually come equipped with race seats. Harnesses, you can buy harnesses for them, but this is how it comes stock. Nice blue with the lumbar support, extra high headrest. That way, if you do something messed up and you accidentally wreck your tuner, you know you're covered. One more thing that's cool about the STIs is the differential. If I go here and I push this right here into manual, I can choose whether I want all my power in the back, all my power in the front, or if I want my all-wheel drive. This right here is the Ford Mustang GT California Special. If you look here, now on the tuner, it revved up to 7. This one only revs to 6 because it's a bigger engine, you don't want to blow her up. Here's the speedometer. Notice how I said the tuner went up to 160, this only goes to 140. Now if you look, people who get these cars really aren't into the tuner look. So it looks pretty classy. If you notice, the seats are just basic leather seats. Not as much support as a race seat, but they're still pretty cushy and comfortable. Notice the 5-speed transmission. And that's about all that comes stock with one of these.